Hello, and welcome to Filtering a Gallery live stream. What we're going to do is show you how to filter on multiple drop downs on the city, state, and position drop downs. So let's go create a blank app. I'm going to call it Filter Gallery. Hit create. Now we're going to use a SharePoint list that I have called TBL_employee that contains these columns: city, state, and position. So I'm going to connect to that SharePoint list. Then I'm going to insert a blank vertical gallery. I selected the SharePoint list. Now I'm going to add the fields. So I'm going to insert text input. Copy this. Now I'm going to insert the labels. This will be the employee. Select the city. Select the state. Select the position. All right, and we're going to bold all these labels. Center them. I'm going to go into the gallery, and the first column is going to be for the employee. Second column is going to be for the city. Third column is going to be for the state. And the last column is for the position. Now I'm going to create the drop downs. So input, drop down. Now we're just doing drop downs for the city, state, and position. All right, so let's populate the city drop down. So usually what you would do is you go to the items property of the drop down and go to the SharePoint list, which is TBL underscore employee, and then you would select the value, which is city. All right, so we have a list of cities. Now, notice here when we looked at the cities, we have some duplicates. So to get rid of the duplicates, you would use the select statement or select function. We have distinct TBL underscore employee city. So now we have unique cities. So now we need to filter our gallery based on the city. So I'm going to select the gallery. I need to rename these. So this is going to be called city dropdown. This will be called state dropdown. This will be called position dropdown. Once I renamed it, our filter or gallery is based on the filter looking at the TBL underscore employee SharePoint list and matching the city column in that SharePoint list to the item that's in the city dropdown. That's why you see Las Vegas being filtered. So we choose another city, let's say Portland. We get Portland with the employee that works there. All right. Any questions so far? So now what we're going to do is create a collection. So I'm going to go to the screen that we're on and go to on visible property. I'm going to create a collection called collect city. All right. So it does the same thing. So all we have to do is go back to our drop down and just refer to that collection. I need to create a new screen so I could refresh this screen. So we still have the same results we had before. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to be able to add an all to my drop down. So to do that, we go back to on the screen property, or on the screen in the on visible property, I'm going to add a collection called clear collect that includes the all value. So when I do that, now you see all in here. We have to go to another screen. So we have, so it's not going to work until we add that into our gallery, add that filter into our gallery. So what we're going to do is create an if statement in our gallery that includes the all criteria. So it says if city dropdown dot selected result equals all, we're going to have it point to the TBL underscore employee. And if it doesn't, then it's going to look at the city dropdown, the result of the city dropdown. So we have all here, but if we select, let's say Tulsa, you get Tulsa employees. Any questions? All right, so all we have to do is repeat that same step for the state. So also one other thing, I'm going to select the city drop down, and I can make the default value change that to all. All right. So now let's go to the state drop down. So in the state drop down, or not the state drop down, but the screen one on visible property, we're going to add collection for the state. So it's going to include the all value. Just have to go to another screen and then go back so it can refresh. And this is going to be let's look at what this was. Collect city. So this is going to be collect state. Right. So now we have all of our states with the all value. And we just need to modify our filter for our gallery for the state parameter. So that's going to be what we're doing now is filtering on two drop downs. So what's key about this is you need to add your comments. So the first line is looking for all cities and all states. The second line is looking for all cities in selected state. And then the third line is looking for all cities in all states. So if we were to go in here, say all, so that's everything. But I could go here to Oklahoma or Tennessee, or I could select Memphis or Jacksonville. So that's how we can filter on 2 drop downs. Now let's try to filter on 3 drop downs. So it's the same pattern. We're going to go back to the on visible property of the screen. So we're adding the collection called collect position. Go to screen 2, go back to screen 1, select the position, call it select position for the drop down. We have the all shown in here. Now we just need to add the if statements for the position. Oops, what happened? All right. These are all of the scenarios for the position, city, and state. Again, I have all of these with comments for each one. So I can filter on any of these positions. I can filter on the state, and I can filter on the city. And that is how you can filter on multiple drop downs. Are there any questions? I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.